More mold. This is the Hampton Bay HBT120A-J. It's a 12,000 BTU with R22, but I can't tell how much is in there because it's all moldy. Oh, there it says 24.5 ounces. This is pretty bad.
How do people live like this?
I don't know. This is definitely one of the worst I've ever seen.
That's disgusting. Look at this cord.
I don't even want to put that into an extension cord.
Well, you could just chop it off and did like we did with the Whirlpool.
We're gonna do something even worse.
I know where you're going with this.
This is what we're gonna do to plug this in.
Parents, cover your children's eyes.
At least this is 12 gauge wire, so it'll make a good connection.
You want to like take some sandpaper to that first, mate? Nah.
It's only going to be on for a few minutes. If it starts to spark, we could just shut it off.
It's built-in current limiting.
This is going to be quite the cleanup.
Luckily it has constant run, so you could stall the fan out and start the compressor up that way if you want.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Because the fan sounds so crappy on this thing.
Yeah, you're not going to hear the compressor over this fan.
You'll probably barely hear the compressor without the fan running. It's like that quiet.
Oh, but it's just a piece of junk rotary.
No, it's junk, it's rotary. It's a Toshiba rotary.
It is?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It appears to have a blue label in there, and I think Toshiba was the only one that used that. Made in Japan.
Beautiful.
TSE. Toshiba.
Japan made some of the best equipment.
Oh, they certainly did.
Okay, so
Yeah,
this is...
I can't imagine it being anything but Toshiba. Van, chime in if I'm mistaken,
He's
please.
going to say, oh, it's garbage.
Wow. Well, it's got continuous run if you pull the knob out a little bit.
We'll just start the garbage fan up first.
Ready?
Do you want to plug it in or you want me to plug it in? It's really dangerous.
118.6 the volts.
Those volts are going to go down.
Oh, that sounds bad.
It's still trying to run.
It's moving a good amount of air though.
Which is shocking considering what the coil looks like.
There's no air coming out of the back.
It's not. It doesn't look too bad at the top.
There's like zero airflow coming out of the back of this.
That's a little surprising. That's low, I believe. Yeah, that's low fan. That's high. Not much difference between low and high.
Oh, probably just the bearings are shot.
Yeah. Although it's still spinning just fine. It's really just an audible issue. Seems perfectly free.
Yeah, I mean, ball bearings They will make like scraping sounds.
Aside from the sound, those bearings seem pretty content.
Got gas.
Man, it's quiet.
Made in Japan quality.
Yeah, I hear the gas going through.
Yep, I can hear it too.
It's got a charge.
Probably full charge, no problem. That compressor is so quiet.
That fan is so loud.
It's cool.
It's gonna take some time.
Yeah. This thing's had a rough life.
And it has not been run in a couple of years. But when I got it, I never really gave it a good run anyways. I just tested it. Despite it's not getting any air through there. It didn't look blocked at the bottom.
That's such a weird sound. Like, I understand the regular rumbling, but it sounds like it's scraping against leaves or something.
I've heard bad bearings sound like that before. Usually still damn bearings I end up with sound like that. That, I don't know what that was. That was...
It sounds like it's running slow.
Well, maybe it is resisted. It is only on low though. That's high.
Hey, it did speed up a little bit.
Looks like it's going just fine.
Wow, it's 1080 RPM. That's pretty slow. That's why it's so quiet. When it's not, you know, messed up there.
Another good machine by the Hampton Bay brand.
They were good machines. I can't even hear the compressor anymore.
Is it still on?
Yeah, the must be cold. Yeah, you can barely hear the compressor. You hear the head pressure climbing now that the fan stopped. Only 6 amps. Wow, that's it? That's efficient. Wow, 48 degrees coming out. Smells like cigarettes. I bet you the person was smoking.
That's going to be a fun cleanup. And you have to be sticking 6 amps or 12,000. And that's a block, what?
2 block ports.
Garbage machine.
Well, except for the bearings, I'd call it good.
That was good.
And the obvious lack of airflow whatsoever on either side.
I'm surprised it's moving as much air in the front as it is.
That's cold.
Well, it is moving a lot slower than it should be though.
But it's also not rejecting any heat either.
This should be throwing a lot of air out of here for a 12.
I could strip one of these things down in about 15 minutes.
That's a good design.
Yeah, super easy to take apart, super easy to clean.
44.
Just a little noisy.
pretty cold. 7.5 for a 12, that's not too shabby in my book. There's no airflow.
Very nice.
I mean, the heat load is basically non-existent, but that's cold. There's some semblance of heat coming out of the back.
Not as hot as I would have thought it was.
I bet you the coil's icing up.
It could be. There's not enough airflow.
So there's no airflow. Oh, you're brave taking that off while it's on. Yeah, it's icing up.
Yeah, that's because of the airflow.
There's no air.
It's
So what do you
not
expect?
because it's low. We're gonna get a million people in the comments. Oh, it's low. It's garbage.
No, the whole thing is iced up, not just like
Yeah,
one row of it.
It's not getting any airflow through it.
37. I'm impressed.
80 amps.
Not much for this capacity.
Yeah, it's got a full charge.
Oh yeah. It's a pretty good sized wheel.
Not too shabby. And if you notice, this is really cool. So they put a little hole in there so you can get an Allen key in there to take the set screw out.
I can see right through the coil. I don't know why there was no airflow. That's kind of weird.
I can't see through it. Oh yeah, I do see a little bit of.
It's not completely plugged at all.
I see what you're talking about. Yeah, there's some signs of light. I don't know. Man, look at that cigarette tar. Ugh.
Made in Japan.
So this is from 1999. Because if you look at this switch, the date code is 12 of 98. So this would have been sold in 99.
It still works great. It's not garbage.